Hi guys, welcome to my channel and this, the first video in my 12 uploads of Christmas, each of which will be a festive themed video, probably involving food. And this one is no exception. I will be doing a taste test and review of 10 festive products from Asda. I'm really hoping I haven't done any of these before. It's hard to tell because sometimes supermarkets bring out the same thing, but it might be slightly different packaging. And it can be confusing to work out what is what. Now, almost everything in this video is sweet. One thing about these Christmas videos, they do tend to be weighted more heavily in the favour of sweet things, but you know, we all need something to get us through the winter. So I'm going to kick things off with this Yum donut. A donut with a sugar glaze, white icing and coloured sprinkles. I do have my festive plate and a knife. It looks very much like a Yum Nut from M&S in shape. It's got that light texture. It doesn't feel as, I suppose, crispy, for want of a better word, as a Yum Nut. I'm just going to slice it in half so I can show you the inside, but also to share it with Eddie when he is next around. So it does have layers inside, but they are quite tight. I would expect them to be a little less dense. It's nice, the icing is sweet, the sprinkles give a bit of a crunch. I wouldn't say it screams Christmas. I mean, it's really just the colours of the sprinkles. It's not as good as the other supermarket who do Yum Nuts. So for that reason, I wouldn't really recommend it to you guys. Nice, but not amazing. Next, I'm going to try the first of 2 packs of cookies. These are the Asda Mince Pie cookies. 5 cookies with raisins, sultanas and candied orange peel. Lovely and soft, just how I like my supermarket cookies. They smell of orange more than anything else. You can see the bits of fruit. It does have a mince pie flavour to it. It is delicious. It's lovely and soft, full of flavour. I really, really rate this and I would recommend them. Swiss Blonde Chocolate Mountain Bar. No prizes for guessing what branded bar Asda are doing their own take on here. White chocolate with honey and almond nougat and salted caramel and almond nougat pieces. I'm not doing prices, partly because I can't remember and forgot to make a note, but also some of these items were on offer when I got them and they may not be on offer if you go to buy them and vice versa. So mountain bar, well, it's not very mountainous. More like Arthur's Seat, but let's... Oh, okay, so I managed to break off 2 bits, but you can see the inside, plenty of almonds. It's maybe a touch too almondy for me. It's also super, super sweet. You could not eat a lot of this. I like it. I don't love it. I prefer the branded one. Nothing says Christmas like, well, popcorn apparently, and this is the Asda Sugar and Spice Popcorn. Cinnamon and spice flavour toffee coated popcorn. I'm not sure what to think of that. It definitely smells different to sweet popcorn. It's a darker colour. I don't think I'd be able to tell you just from the smell what flavour this is going to be. It's okay. I couldn't eat a lot of it. The cinnamon comes through as an aftertaste and it's not overwhelming, but it's such a strong flavour. It's very, very sweet. Again, not really my taste. But you might like it if you really, really love sweet cinnamon. Otherwise, I'd probably pass on it because it's going to get sickly so fast and just take so long to eat. I'm halfway through already, so I think it's time for a savoury item. Cheddar and roasted onion bites. All butter savoury biscuits with mature cheddar cheese and roasted onion. Don't know if you can really see in the bag. That's how they look. I have to be honest, not the most appealing. If I saw that on a plate, I would probably think it was nuts. Delicious. A strong mature cheese flavour. The onion is subtle. You can taste it, but it's not overwhelming. Really, really good. Black Forest certainly seems to be a Christmas flavour of this year. These are the Black Forest cookies. I have to actually open the box to get the description, which is slightly strange. Half of it's missing. Look, I'll try and translate it. Chocolate cookies with white chocolate chunks. I think sweetened black cherry pieces and dark chocolate chunks. That's what they look like. These are chunky. Plenty of pieces, at least on the top. On the bottom, not so much. Hard. Undeniably Black Forest flavour. The cherry is strong, not artificial, and you've got the bitter dark chocolate. The white chocolate you can't really taste, but it does add a sweetness. Black Forest is not a flavour I love, and for that reason, these are not something I would get again. However, if you are looking for a Black Forest cookie that really hits that flavour on the head, Asda do it brilliantly. Handmade figgy fudge. Now, I picked this flavour because it's not one I have seen anywhere else, and it sounded quite unique. See what you think as I read the description. Fudge made with whiskey-soaked fig pieces, honey, and chilli flavour. So, I'm not sure I'm going to like it. I thought I would give it a go. So that's what you get in your bag. Oh, okay. I mean, it smells like fudge. I wouldn't say there's a distinct smell to it. And that's a piece, as you can see. The chili comes through at the end and it adds a warmth, but it's not spicy. It's very sweet, but you've got that whiskey soaked fig taste. I don't like whiskey, but this is not an overwhelming whiskey flavour. It's nice. It's very rich and very sweet. My dad would love this, I think. If you're a lover of fudge and you want to try something a bit different, I would recommend this, but it's probably not a flavour I would get again. I think I prefer the more traditional flavours of fudge, but it is good. A magical Christmas muffin. A gingerbread flavour muffin filled and topped with white icing and a hand-placed caramelised chocolate gingerbread person decoration. I like gingerbread. Stem ginger, I hate. It's too strong for me. But gingerbread is definitely a Christmas flavour, and it does look very cute. Right, so I am going to slice it in half, which means I'm going to have to bisect the person. I'll do him down the middle. Autopsy on a gingerbread man. There we go. Filling is more like a white icing. I was expecting it might be a gingerbread flavoured one, or even like a custard or a toffee, but it does smell very strongly of gingerbread. It does feel a little on the dry side, which is disappointing. I've got the sugar bits on the top. It's okay. The gingerbread flavour is nice. It's sweet. You get a crunch from those sugar chunks. However, I just don't think it's got that wow factor that I would like. The white icing filling adds sweetness, but not flavour. They could have made it white chocolate. Gingerbread and white chocolate, in my opinion, is a really good combination, and it would be different to a lot of other gingerbread muffins. It is a nice muffin, but it's just not doing it for me in terms of being special. And I think when you buy food at Christmas and Christmas themed food, you do want it to seem a bit decadent and have that wow factor, and this just doesn't. A lot of people don't like mince pies, and for many years I thought I didn't either. However, I definitely do now, and these are the whiskey fig and spiced honey mince pies. 4 all butter short crust pastry pies with whiskey and fig mincemeat filling, topped with almond Florentine with chili powder and honey and a sugar dusting. Actually really similar to the description of the fudge. Again, I picked this flavour because it's unusual, and I know I've even though Asda is the first video I've purchased Christmas food for, I've been keeping my beady little eyes on what's in the supermarket, and I don't want to end up getting too many of the same flavour of things, because I've got to keep eating these after the taste test, so I don't want it to all be the same. So that's how it looks. You can see the topping is kind of uneven. A light pastry case, but it holds together well. I'm going to slice it in half. I just cannot eat a whole one. I am way too full. So you can see, despite being cut, it still holds together. That's a lot of Florentine though, a lot of Florentine. The pastry is nice and short. The Florentine adds an unusual texture. It's not quite a crunch, but it's along those lines. Flavour wise, I'm getting a lot of orange peel and then just general mince pie. I'm not really tasting the fig or the spiced honey or indeed the chili. There's no even warming aftertaste like there was for the fudge. I like them. I don't love them. I wouldn't buy them expecting something amazing, because they don't deliver on that. You can eat them hot or cold. I think if you heat them up, they'll probably taste better. I'm lazy. I always try stuff cold if I can in a taste test. Yeah, they are nice, but they're not as different as I would expect from the flavour description. I have saved these cookies for last because they're the item I've been most looking forward to. These are the cranberry and white chocolate chip cookies. 5 cookies with white chocolate chips and sweetened dried cranberries. I love cranberries, and cranberry and white chocolate is a really good combination. So you can see there's plenty of white chocolate, not so many cranberries, but again, it's a nice soft cookie. Make sure I get the bit with the cranberry in it. The white chocolate is sweet and creamy. The cranberry is chewy and tangy. They balance each other beautifully and really complement the flavours of one another. And the actual cookie is well baked. It's soft. It's delicious. So overall, I would say Asda have not been as good as I was expecting. There hasn't been anything I don't like, but very little I absolutely love. And yeah, I'm disappointed. So I guess I'll just have to see how the other supermarkets do. But this is just my opinion. As always, feel free to try the products and see what you think for yourselves. I'm sure there will be lots of other reviews of products like these on YouTube, and people will have different opinions and different tastes. As ever, thank you so much for watching. If you want to give me an early Christmas present, Please feel free to subscribe to my channel, that would mean the absolute world to me. But take care, and I hope you'll come back for the next video. Bye.